1 in 3 Americans don't get enough sleep? And it's not just about being tired. Poor sleep is literally shortening your lifespan, and it affects your mood, memory, weight, heart health, and even increases your risk of anxiety and depression. Hello, everyone. Meet the Savvy Doctor, making health simple, authentic, and science-backed. Today, we'll uncover the 7 real reasons millions of Americans can't sleep and how you can start fixing them. Before we dive in, quick disclaimer: this is educational content only. If you're experiencing chronic insomnia, please consult your healthcare provider. Now, the CDC reports that over 70 million Americans suffer from sleep disorders. That's more than the entire population of the UK. So let's talk about what's really going on. Reason number 1. Blue light overload. Here's what's happening. Every time you scroll through Instagram or binge Netflix before bed, you're blasting your eyes with blue light. Now, your brain has this tiny gland called the pineal gland, and when it gets dark outside, this gland releases melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. But here's the problem. Blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Studies show that just 2 hours of blue light exposure before bed can suppress melatonin by up to 50%. That's like drinking a double espresso right before you try to sleep. The average American spends over 7 hours a day staring at screens, and most of us check our phones within 5 minutes of getting into bed. No wonder we can't sleep. Reason number 2. That afternoon coffee. Let me hit you with some science. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. What does that mean? If you drink a cup of coffee at 4 p.m., by 10 p.m., half of that caffeine is still in your bloodstream. And here's what Americans don't realize. We're consuming caffeine way too late in the day. The average American drinks 3 cups of coffee daily, and many have that last cup after lunch. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors in your brain. Adenosine is what makes you feel sleepy. So you're literally preventing your natural sleep signals from working. Even if you fall asleep with caffeine in your system, it prevents you from reaching deep sleep stages. You might sleep 8 hours, but wake up feeling like you only got 4 hours. Reason number 3. The American stress epidemic. Americans are stressed out. Work deadlines, financial pressure, political anxiety, social media comparisons, it never stops. And when you're stressed, your body releases cortisol. Now, cortisol is supposed to peak in the morning to wake you up, then gradually decrease throughout the day so you can sleep at night. But chronic stress keeps cortisol elevated 24/7. Your brain literally thinks you're running from a predator. How are you supposed to sleep when your body believes you're in danger? Research shows that people with high evening cortisol take 45 minutes longer to fall asleep and wake up more frequently during the night. And here's the worst part. Poor sleep raises cortisol levels the next day. It's a vicious cycle. Reason number 4. Social jet lag. Most Americans don't have a consistent sleep schedule. You sleep at midnight on weekdays because you have to wake up for work, then stay up until 2 a.m. on weekends and sleep in until noon. Your body has an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. It controls when you feel sleepy and when you feel alert. But when you constantly change your sleep schedule, you're giving yourself jet lag without ever leaving your time zone. Studies show that irregular sleep schedules increase your risk of cardiovascular disease, obesity, and depression. Even sleeping in on weekends disrupts your rhythm. Your body doesn't know if it should be awake or asleep, so you end up tired all the time regardless of how many hours you get. Reason number 5. Your bedroom is working against you. The ideal sleep environment is cool, dark, and quiet. But most American bedrooms fail on all 3 fronts. Temperature. Your core body temperature needs to drop by about 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit to initiate sleep. The optimal bedroom temperature is between 60 to 67 degrees. But most people keep their rooms at 72 or higher because they think it's comfortable. Light. Even tiny amounts of light, like from your phone charger or alarm clock, can disrupt melatonin production. Americans often have light bleeding in from street lamps, hallways, or electronics. Noise. Traffic, neighbors, snoring partners. Environmental noise fragments your sleep cycles. Even if you don't fully wake up, your brain registers these disturbances. Reason number 6. Late night eating. Americans love late dinners and midnight snacks, but eating close to bedtime forces your digestive system to work when it should be resting. This raises your core body temperature and keeps you in lighter sleep stages. Plus, late-night eating, especially carbs and sugar, causes blood sugar spikes and crashes that can wake you up in the middle of the night. Your body is trying to process food when it should be repairing cells and consolidating memories. And reason number 7, sedentary lifestyle. The average American sits for over 10 hours a day. Your body has energy it never burned off, so of course you can't sleep. Regular physical activity increases sleep duration and quality. It helps regulate your circadian rhythm and reduces stress hormones. But timing matters. Intense exercise too close to bedtime can actually keep you awake because it raises cortisol and body temperature. The sweet spot? Exercise in the morning or afternoon, at least 3 to 4 hours before bed. The good news? All of these are fixable. Start with just one change this week. Maybe it's putting your phone away an hour before bed or setting a consistent bedtime. Which one surprised you the most? Drop a comment below. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. I break down health topics like this every week. Thanks for watching, and sleep well.